Airports are sad places.
Sometimes, I guess. But we'll write. You'll come down at Christmas.
If we can find the money.
Don't worry, Marta. Everything will be taken care of. They say that fares are going to be reduced in the next 6 months. And when I graduate, well...
That's 2 years from now. 2 years is a long time.
The time will pass quickly. You'll see. I might even be able to come back to New York next summer.
Oh, Miguel, you'll forget all about me. Your mother will find you a nice girl, you'll get married, and live happily ever after.
No, I won't. I swear I won't. Don't you believe me?
I don't want to talk about it. All I know is that you're going to be taken away from me.
That's ridiculous. I'll write every day, whether you answer me or not.
Don't be silly. You'll have other things to do.
Don't cry, Marta. Please. Look, here come Mrs. Ortega and Pedro.
I wish they would go away.
You don't really mean that, Marta.
I hope we're not interrupting anything. We want to say goodbye, too.
Let me give you a kiss, my boy. Remember me to your mother and father. I hope to see them again. I'll miss you, Miguel.
I'll miss you, too. It's been a wonderful summer. Thank you. Take care of Pedro. He still needs his mama.
Goodbye, kid.
Last call for flight 629 for Bogota, leaving from gate 10.
You better hurry, Miguel.
Don't cry, Marta.
Sorry, miss. Only passengers are allowed beyond this point.
Oh, Marta.
Goodbye, Miguel. How many days to my birthday?
5.
Are we going to invite Mr. Yamamoto, the vegetable man, to my party?
I don't think so, dear. We don't know him very well, and he might be too busy to come. I understand his store is being renovated next week.
Oh, and what about Mr. O'Neill? Is he coming?
He's been invited.
But is he coming?
We haven't heard from him yet, Ali.
I hope he comes.
Don't worry, Ali. I'm sure he'll try his best.
What about Mr. Yamamoto?
I don't know, dear.
But I want to invite him.
Let's wait and ask your father.
Do we have to wait?
Of course, Ali. But don't be upset. The invitation can be sent out first thing in the morning.
I'm going outside, okay?
All right, dear. Don't be too long. It's almost lunchtime. Hello, Simon. Have you seen Ali this afternoon?
No, Zahra. Why?
Oh, dear. I can't find him anywhere. I thought he might have gone to the fair. I've looked all over. I don't know what to do. He should have been back an hour ago.
Don't worry, Zahra. Probably he's visiting a friend and forgot about the time.
But an hour and a half? That's not like him. He could have had an accident.
Yes, he could have, Zahra, but he probably didn't. Did anything happen this morning? What were you talking about before he left?
His birthday party. It's all he talks about lately.
Is it possible you said something to upset him?
I must have. I know he was upset because we hadn't received Mr. O'Neill's reply to our invitation. And because we haven't invited Mr. Yamamoto.
Anything else?
No. He left the house right after that. I suppose I should have called you earlier.
Zahra, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. He's probably on his way to the fair to see Mr. O'Neill. Or else he's with Mr. Yamamoto.
Oh, wait. Here he is. And Mr. Yamamoto is with him. You were right, Simon. He must have gone to Mr. Yamamoto's. Ali, my little Martian, where were you? Why didn't you tell me where you were going? You've been gone 3 hours. Mr. Yamamoto, I can't thank you enough for bringing him back. What happened, Ali? Where were you? I was so worried.
Don't cry, Mommy. I won't do it again. I promise. Don't cry. I just went to Mr. Yamamoto's store to invite him to my party. It takes too long to invite people by mail. I got lost. I started walking, and then I didn't know where I was. So I asked people to help me find Mr. Yamamoto's store. Some people said turn left, and some people said turn right, and sometimes I forgot what they said. But I didn't get scared. I kept saying to myself, "You're almost 7. Anyway, all of a sudden, I was right there in front of Mr. Yamamoto's store. It was like magic. And Mr. Yamamoto can come to my party. I asked him.
You should have seen him, Mrs. Nick said. When Ali found the store, he may have been shaking a little, but he wouldn't cry. He's a brave boy.
Dear Pedro, I've been back over a week now. I expected to have trouble adjusting to life in New York, but no one ever told me I would have trouble readjusting to my old life. I don't understand it. I get angry at things that never used to get me angry. I lose patience with my family. And unless I calm down, I'm going to lose my friends, too. I must have changed. Everybody says I have. I know I see the world differently now, but I don't want to be the person I was before I went away. What do I do now, Pedro? I miss Marta every minute, but I won't say anything more about that because I can just hear you making fun of me. I even miss you. Which reminds me, how did your interview go? Did you get the assistant manager position? You know, Pedro, there is no way I can repay the kindness that you and your family have shown me. All I can say is thank you. I hope that someday soon you will visit us. Our house is your house. Miguel. P.S. I know you don't write letters, but you could send a postcard every now and then. P.P.S. I must have been in a daze when I left New York. You know my sweater? The one that you always used to borrow? I must have left it at your apartment. If you find it, keep it for me until I return. It looks good on you.
Attention young artists. The Brazilian Pavilion of the World's Fair is sponsoring an international art competition. The winner will receive a $10,000 a year grant to live and study for 2 years at the institution of his choice anywhere in Brazil. All men and women under 30 years of age are cordially invited to enter the competition. During December, we will be exhibiting as many entries as possible at the World's Fair Museum of Modern Art. But as the judges, all internationally famous artists, must make their decision before January 1st, the Brazilian Pavilion must receive your entry by December 1st. On January the 1st, the Brazilian Pavilion will have the pleasure of announcing the results of the competition. The ceremony will take place in the Grand Gallery of the museum at 4:30 p.m. All works of art remain your property and will be returned after the first of the year. As we cannot be liable for paintings submitted to us, please ensure your entry against loss, damage, or destruction. Persons related to the staff of the Brazilian Pavilion are not eligible to enter the competition.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ollie. Happy birthday to you.
Blow out the candles, Ali, but first make a wish.
What should I wish for?
Anything you want, but don't tell us. If you tell your wish, it won't come true.
Here comes the ice cream.
Wow, look at it all. Gallons and gallons of it.
You know, Mr. O'Neill, by the time we left the house, Ali had asked for ice cream at least half a dozen times. I'm glad I didn't let him have any.
Here you are, and here's a big spoon.
Hold it, just like that. Now another one, Ali. Hold that spoon up. Good. Thank you. I hadn't expected such a big turnout. Thanks for the story.
Who is that, Dad?
A reporter from the World's Fair newsletter.
Wow, will my picture be in the papers?
I hope so.
wish I hadn't eaten dinner last night.
Why, Ali, don't you feel well?
Oh no, I feel fine, but I wish I had room for more ice cream.
I hope you don't get sick.
I won't, but even if I do, I won't be sorry.
I wish I had known about this place for my birthday. Ali, open your presents. Here's one from Mr. Yamamoto.
Okay. Wow, a baseball and a bat. Gee, thank you, Mr. Yamamoto.
Here's one from Mr. O'Neill. I wonder if it's a giant ice cream sandwich.
Oh boy, I wish it were my birthday every day.
I'm glad it's not.
Wow, a mitt.
Here's a note. I'll read it to you. Dear Ali, you don't know me, but my father says you're an okay kid, and you want to learn to play baseball. Okay, I'll teach you. Happy birthday, Bill Jr. P.S. I wish I could have come to your party.
Wow, I wish we had invited everybody in the world.
Do you like it?
It's brilliant.
I hope the judges think so.
I hate to tell you, but I heard through a friend of a friend that Leo van der Zee is entering the competition.
I wish you hadn't told me.
Oh, come on. Your painting is great.
Sure, but van der Zee's a fine painter, and he's much better known than I.
So what?
I guess you're right. But I wish I knew if I was wasting my time.
If you knew what the future was going to be like, life would be boring.
I didn't know that you would become a philosopher.
And I had forgotten that you could be such a pain in the neck.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm driving everyone crazy. Let's change the subject. Do you have any more bad news?
No. That's all for today. Miguel called Marta from Colombia. He loves her. He misses her. He thinks about her every minute. And he can't live without her, he says.
He's a nice guy.
He's young and inexperienced. If he knew what I know.
He'd be cynical, old, and unhappy, like you. Leave him alone. If you could find a girl like Marta, you'd be a lucky man.
That may be. In any case, he wishes you the best of luck in the competition.
Thank him for me, if you get a chance. By the way, why are you so dressed up today? It couldn't be just for the unveiling of my painting.
Very funny. Actually, I had an interview at a photographic supply house.
I'm impressed.
They want me to be the assistant manager of their camera department.
You in a 9-to-5 job? I can't believe it. Pedro in a jacket and tie. I never thought I'd live to see the day.
Hey, give me a break.
Pedro, I think it's great. Congratulations.
Thanks, I guess.
You don't seem very happy about it.
I have to get used to the idea.
Hello, Bill.
How are you, Laura? Have you found a job yet? Do you have vanilla cones? Certainly. Here you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. I asked if you had found a job yet.
No, not yet, but I've been doing a lot of thinking.
Well, you know Paulo Ferraz, the nice-looking young man at the Brazilian Pavilion?
Yes, I remember him.
I told him that you had resigned.
You did?
And that you were looking for a new position.
What did he say?
He said that he remembered you.
That's nice. What else did he say?
He said he was looking for a secretary. But he also said he didn't think he could hire you.
Oh? Why?
Because he does a lot of work with Mr. Crawford's office.
Yes, of course. Oh well, thanks for trying.
Wait! Don't give up yet. He said he might be able to find you a job in another department.
Oh, Bill, you're wonderful. Thank you. You should open up an employment agency.
That's what my wife says. That reminds me. She asked me to pick up a few things on the way home.
Does your wife work too?
Yes, she's a florist.
Does she like it?
Yes, she was saying just last night that she had never enjoyed a job more. So now, what are we going to do about you? You said that you had been doing a lot of thinking.
Yes, I was thinking that maybe I needed a change.
Have you ever thought about being a tour guide?
A tour guide?
Someone told me that he had heard that they needed another Spanish-English tour guide. Even though they haven't announced the opening yet, I'd apply now.
Maybe I should. You really are a sweetheart.
Good luck.
There's quite a crowd here.
Everybody in the art world's here. Artists, critics, collectors, everybody. I want to go home. There's Leo Vanderzee.
Which painting is his?
The large one to the left of mine. It's very good. Very good.
I don't like it.
I would be proud to say that I had done it.
I don't like it either.
Shh. There's Paulo. Did anyone tell him that I entered the competition under another name?
I don't know. But even if he had found out, he certainly wouldn't have told me. Paulo can be very discreet.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Why doesn't he get on with it?
Be patient, Michael.
The Brazilian Pavilion has been pleased and honored to have as judges persons of such distinction that...
If I had known there were going to be a lot of speeches, I would have come later.
It'll all be over soon, Michael.
The judges, as you can imagine, had a very difficult time choosing a winner. The quality of the paintings is...
Paulo, shut up. Or say something original. Say something like, most of the paintings were garbage.
And if I had been one of the judges, I don't think I could have come to any decision at all. But fortunately...
I've got to step outside. I need some fresh air.
Don't leave now, Michael.
I've got to. I'm too nervous.
Hello, are you an artist?
I don't know. The judges are making up their minds. Watch it. Your ice cream is dripping.
Thanks. These ones are really boring, aren't they?
You can say that again. That ice cream looks good. Where'd you get it?
Here, have a bite. Go ahead. I don't mind.
Michael, quick! They're about to announce the winner.
Excuse me. Thanks for the offer.
Sure.
And now, it is my pleasure to announce the winner. For personal reasons, the artist chose to enter the competition under another name.
It's you! You won! I can't believe!
It could be someone else, too.
But whatever his name, there can be no doubt that he is master. The world can expect great things from his brush.
Enough. Enough!
The winner, Pedro Ortega. I hope he is here.
I'm so happy. I don't know what I would have done if Paulo had said some other name.
I was talking to that man.
He's a great painter.
He likes ice cream, too.
The World's Fair Newsletter, Volume 2, Number 1, published by the World's Fair Corporation and the G.W. Crawford Agency, Incorporated. A Birthday at the Fair by Henry Leeds. Today was an important day at the fair. A guy is 7 only once, and Ali Niksad made the most of it. What is closer to a boy's heart than ice cream and baseball? Nothing. And so, at Ali's birthday party there was plenty of ice cream and lots of baseball equipment. Ali, the son of Mr. Simon Niksad, a vice president of the International Bank, has always loved the fair and spends all his free time here. He is an independent guy and insists on exploring the world by himself. Ali told this reporter that he'd been dreaming of his birthday for weeks. Had his birthday been everything he could have hoped for? Absolutely. Had he been given everything his heart desired? Definitely. And what about friends? They were all there. One of Ali's best friends, Mr. Bill O'Neill, an ice cream vendor here at the fair, was at the big party. So was Mr. Kenji Yamamoto, whose well-known vegetable market is near the fair. Naturally, Mr. and Mrs. Niksad were there, and so was Hussein, Ali's older brother. Some of Ali's classmates were there too, but no girls. When I asked Ali about this, he said, "I don't know anything about girls yet, but I am going to learn about them this year."
Position available. The World's Fair Incorporated is seeking a bilingual Spanish-English tour guide, male or female, to conduct visitors through the major exhibition halls and pavilions. This individual should be energetic, enthusiastic, and enjoy meeting and working with new people. In addition, the applicants must be mature, tactful, and poised. Above all, a tour guide must be self-reliant and able to think on his or her feet. Tour guides must be in excellent health and be fluently bilingual. Applicants who have had previous experience in group management are preferred. The salary is $200 per week, including full benefits and vacation. Please submit all inquiries together with resumes and letters of reference to Miss Lucille Green, Assistant Director, Personnel. World's Fair Incorporated, P.O. Box 1549, WFP, Flushing, Queens, New York.
Dear Michael, I'm sure you thought you'd never hear from me again, but, quite by chance, I read of your triumph in the newspapers here. For an instant, I wished that things had happened differently, and that I could have been there to witness my brother's victory. I'm glad you made it. I'm not going to apologize for leaving as I did, and, knowing you, you probably wouldn't ask me to. Nevertheless, I wanted you to know that I think about you. I hope one day we can sit down together and talk about all those things that were on our minds but remained unspoken. In the meantime, I would like to ask you to do me one favor. Tell Mother I am married, that she is a grandmother, and that, for the first time in many years, I am happy. As you see, there is no return address on this letter, but I will write again, sooner. Your brother, Gary.